Shalom. Before I start this video, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwada. I just woke up. Alright. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Grand Millstone, who taught me his truth and rule well. I'd also like to give a sincere salutations out there unto you, Akim, unto you, Zakim, and that out to teaching this word is sincerity and faith. Alright, to you, I say shalom. I'd also like to give a sincere shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, you sincere Akim, Aqua, that watch our videos, okay? The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the Lord regularly calls Yahweh or Jehovah, and his name means he exists, the existing one, the ancient of days, and he is the power of the Israelites, okay? Come from the 12 tribes, derived from the 12 sons of Jacob, which consists of your so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians, okay? If your dad is one of those so-called people, that you are one of those so-called people pursuant to Numbers 1 and 18, okay? And you are the Israelites, one of God's chosen people, and His only begotten Son, who was the first and only Spirit that Yahweh has created. His name is Yahweh Shai, and His name means He saves and He delivers, and He is coming to save and deliver you, Israelites, okay, the elect, 144,000 men, 12,000 from each tribe, and the remaining men, women, and children that truly believe and call upon his name, okay? So when you call upon your power, you must say Yahweh, Bahashim, Salaki, I just woke up, Salaki. Ba meaning in, Ha meaning the, Sham meaning name, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Why? Because scripture, John 14 and 6 says, Yahweh Shai says unto them, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and that no man may come unto the Father but by me. Okay? So today's lesson is going to be going into how we were right, man, and these great evils that we've been praying and prophesying coming unto Babylon the Great are about to hit this place faster and quicker than we thought, man. Okay? Pursuant to Jeremiah 28 and 8. Alright? We've been prophesying about great evils, great pestilence, great famine, and great death coming into this place, just like the prophets of old. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kings of war and of evil and of pestilence. Okay, just like how it says right here, this is how we know that this is the end. Okay. Jeremiah 28:9, the prophet that prophesies the peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh Shai truly sent them, right? Okay, Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh Shai has not done it? Everything that is evil, everything that happens, that is great destruction and wrath, Yahweh Shai ordained it, and Yahweh Shai has sent it. And verse 7, surely Ha'adawan Yahweh Shai will do nothing, but he revealeth the secret unto his servants the prophets. Okay, so let's watch this video.
This is Dabu7.
And you've got to ask yourself as you watch.
This is Dabu7. It has begun in terms of the limiting on certain items here in the United States, and this is something that people should pay very close attention to. I have been repeatedly telling you week after week that the records are getting shattered at the ports on the West Coast. Items are being left sitting out there in the water on the docks by design. We are getting choked.
There's some truth to that, man, because I live in San Pedro and I've been seeing the same cargo ships and containers in the ports that just been backed up to the maximum, and there hasn't been anything done about it to bring those cargo ships in and the cargo on the ports. There hasn't been anything done about it to bring in those supplies, man. So this is true to some degree. I literally see it with my own two eyes, man. Yahbashim Shah is doing a beautiful work to ensure that Babylon the Great falls and can never be revived, okay? Pursuant to Jeremiah 51 and 8 and Revelation the 18th chapter.
Off right in front of your face by the regime controlling things. Now, we have companies here in this country saying that they're limiting people buying certain items. You're talking your toilet papers, waters, other key items that people are going to need. And there was no big announcement, like the beginning of this whole thing back in 2020 when it went into motion. It's just people, all in all, starting to see that we're heading into winter and wanting to get those supplies, and they're seeing that the supplies are now thin. Now that there's some chaos starting to kick up, the companies are now limiting the items. So I don't know what to say when we've been screaming to get ready for all this time. All the people that are going to go out there and find empty shelves. Hey, we told you over and over and over again to get your stuff in order.
And that's carnal, man, because Yahbashim Shah said this in Isaiah the 65th chapter, verse 14. Isaiah 65 and 14. This way I have to have faith in the Lord and truly believe in him because his elect will be fine. Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore thus saith Ha'adawan, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Ha'adawan meaning the Lord. Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Okay? Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Okay, Psalms 37, 18 and 19. Yahweh shall know the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. Okay, Jeremiah 15 and 11. The Lord Yahweh Shai said, verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil, in the time of affliction. Okay, and so what is going to be the time of evil and the time of affliction? Jacob's trouble. So Jeremiah 36. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turning to paleness. Men are going to be screaming and going to be howling as if a man can have childbirth. Okay, but that's just not the case. Okay, they're going to be terrified. If that's how men are going to be screaming and feeling in that day, I can only imagine how the women are going to be feeling. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Yaakov's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. It was that he, the elect, 144,000 men, and the remnant men, women, and children.
So now it's going to be a mad dash to see if certain supplies can be found by people. Now, that's just in talking about supplies. They're telling people in the UK and in the US to stop panic buying, but that's not going to stop everybody from panic buying. Not when they turn around and see that the meat prices are going through the roof. They're going to remain there. The beef down 7.7% from last year. Poultry down 20%. Pork down 44%.
And that's just doing of the Lord, man, because he's trying to get rid of all these heathen customs that are partaking in such eating pork, man. The Lord getting rid of that abomination. Call Loyal Bashim Yashai, Bashim Rakakotash, man. You don't have no choice but to eat lawful food, man, because he's getting rid of that pork down 44%.
From last year. And do not forget that
and and that shit ain't even good for you, man. You could put it in front of a damn pig, a dirty moldy ass rat trapper, or dirty ass moldy diaper, just anything in front of it and it's gonna eat it, man. The pig don't chew it the cud, man. It don't eat healthy. That shit eat whatever the fuck you want to, and then you eat your pig, man.
one of the biggest, if not the biggest, pork production places in the United States is controlled by China. So, I'm going to break this down further and what this means. This is not good. You better alert your friends and family to start making moves ASAP and start getting stocked up for this winter ASAP. And they're already telegraphing once again those words that Biden was using: dark winter. Get to break this down further on the next live stream. Make sure to join me. Going live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, only on D Live.
Okay, so let's go back into the scriptures, man. What are going to be the times of evil? Okay, let's go. Let's go further into it. This is Second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Ottawan, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works of the field, and wickedness hath exceedingly polluted this whole earth, man. Everyone thinks it's okay to be a sodomite. People look at you weird for keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible. People look at you weird for being a saint, man. People look at you weird for having respect for Yahweh Shem Yahshai and wanting to fear the Lord and keeping his law, statutes, and commandments, man. People look at you weird for that, man. People don't respect you for that. People in fact hate you for that, man. Okay, and soon in the latter days, people are gonna try to deliver you up to be killed for that if that's your lot, okay, that the Lord has set for you. Okay. People think it's okay to commit adultery willingly. People think it's okay to commit sodomy willingly. People think it's okay to lie, cheat, steal, rob, kill, be proud, boastful men. Everything spoken of in Second Timothy, the third chapter. Okay, verse 7, therefore saith Adawan, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Therefore saith Adawan, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. My people are led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them forth with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with the plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, and all the plagues of Egypt before, the frogs, the boils, the locusts, the blood in the water, and in the land, killing off the animals, man. Okay, and the death angel, which was Yahushua, doing the Passover, passing over the land of Egypt, killing all the firstborn sons of the Egyptians and everybody else that dwelt in the land, except for the Israelites, as long as they slapped the doorpost with the blood of a firstborn male lamb, unblemished, and they stood up and they ate the lamb with haste in the night, while the death angel passed over. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh Shai shall bring upon us. Skip it down to verse 14. Woe to the world, and them that dwell therein. Destruction to the world. Okay, and anyone that dwell therein. Okay, that is not a part of the elect and the remnant. For the sword of their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, with swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, as we see in this picture, okay? And for great tribulation, okay? Nothing over there but some toilet paper, okay? And they talk about the meat prices going up, they talk about all this food and everything going up, man. You know, this has all been prophesied pursuant to
6 and verse 22. Okay. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty, and trumpets shall give a sound when every man heareth. They shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Okay. And last but not least, Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 18. Well, the beginning of sorrows and the great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, like tribulation and anguish, are sent to scourges for a minute. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Bakakodash. I pray this lesson was edifying, and until next time I say, Shalom.